A few days ago, I was sitting with my parents in their house. Suddenly, the topic turned to paranormal things, because recently, something strange has been happening to my mother. My mother began reminding my father of the time when we were walking to my grandmother's house one evening. My father, mother, sister, and me. I was the youngest then, only 6 years old. A woman dressed in white, holding a bowl in her hands, appeared in front of the four of us. We all froze in that moment. The woman, in her white dress, was floating in the air, and her legs weren't visible beneath the dress. She quickly turned toward the wheat field beside us, and we could see the waves in the wheat as she moved through it. My father began to follow her, while we, in my mother's arms, waited to see what would happen. Beyond the wheat field was a river. My father reached the river, but the woman was nowhere to be seen. She couldn't have crossed the river, so where did she disappear? My father returned, pale, looked at my mother, and simply told us to keep walking. While my mother was telling this story, I jumped out of my chair and said that I had always thought I had dreamed it, and that this dream had haunted me for years, because I still remember it as clearly as day. My mother said that it really did happen, and from that day, she no longer looked at the world the same way. My father was as pale as he was that day, terrified by the mere thought of the event.